Good day, grade 7s. Today we're going to continue with the memo of Term 1's test. Question 3, the visual text, and question 4, literature. Question 3, visual text. If we have a look at the comic strip, you will see the first frame. Every time I go to one of my red hat lunches, I'm amazed at the things some of these ladies have done in their lives. Today I found out that Bessie is a former NASCAR driver and Shireen was a beauty queen. Wow, it must be a little intimidating to be in a group like that. Yes, well, if any of them comments about me being on the synchronized swim team in the 1956 Olympics, just play along. Now question 1, I asked you, what does the phrase synchronized swimming mean? Here you had to use your own knowledge. Synchronized swimming is a sport in which members of a team of swimmers perform coordinated or identical movements in time to music. So if you have a look at the photograph I shared, you will see it's like dancing in the swimming pool. The next question, what time of day do these ladies meet? Quote a word to prove your answer. So if you had to think what time of day they meet, it must be during the afternoon or midday. And why do I say that? Because of the word lunches. You eat lunch during the afternoon or midday. Question 3. Encircle the correct answer. In frame 3, the man's reply insinuates that his wife might feel in this group. So let's look at his reply. Wow, it must be a little intimidating to be in a group like that. So do you think he thinks his wife might feel happy, inferior, sad, or angry in this group? So if you're a little bit intimidated, it means you might feel inferior. Mag dalk voel of jy nie so belangrik soos die res is nie. Question 3.4. Judging by frame 4, do you think the lady is telling the truth? Give a reason for your answer. Well, she says, yes, well, if any of them comments about me being on the synchronized swim team in the 1956 Olympics, just play along. Now, if you listen to that comment of hers, you'll see that she's not telling the truth. She asks her husband to just play along. So he's lying on her behalf. Question 4, literature. Question 4.1, I asked you, what is the rhyme scheme for stanza 4? If you have a look at stanza 4, we have pride and stride. Those two words rhyme, so they will be A and A. Then we have everyone and one, and they will be B and B. So the rhyme scheme for stanza 4 will be AB, AB. Let's look at question 4.2. I ask you, line 5 rhymes with line, and then I also ask you the rhyming words. I give you the stanza here where we find line 5. So if we have a look at the last word in this stanza, the word is pool. So we're looking for a rhyming word for pool. It can either be fool, event, or spent. So a rhyming word for pool is fool. If we look at the question again, line 5 rhymes with line 6, and the rhyming words are pool and fool. Number B, line what rhymes with line 11 and also the rhyming words. So I gave you the stanza again with the line 11, line 9, 10, 11 and 12. And there is the word at the end of the line, low. So we have to find a rhyming word for low. In this case, there's two possibilities, Tokyo and go. So we can say it can either be line 9 or 10 that rhymes with line 11. And the rhyming words can then be Tokyo or go and low. Let's look at question 4.3. Give an example of an oxymoron from the poem. If you remember correctly, an oxymoron is when two opposite ideas are joined to create effect. So it is when two total opposite things are joined together to make a very weird, interesting idea. In this case, it is quietly cheer. When we cheer, we do not do that quietly. Question 4.4. What sound device is used in line 13? Write it down. Line 13 is, gold medals might just make a country burst of pride. So we're looking for a sound device. In this case, it is alliteration. Remember, alliteration is the repetition of initial sounds. So if we had to write it down, it will look like this. M, M, M. Medals might make. You had to underline the sound, otherwise you would not get your mark. Question 4.5. What imagery or figure of speech is used in line 8? Line 8 says, 1,000,000 hours in front of the telly will now be spent. Million hours? That's a bit far-fetched if you ask me. So, something that's a bit far-fetched, remember what I said? Moms and fishermen, that is hyperbole. Question 4.6. How many stanzas and lines does this poem have? If you have a look at the poem, we can count the stanzas. Remember, a stanza is like the paragraphs of a poem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 stanzas. And if you have a look at the lines, there's 4 lines per stanza. 4 times 5 is 20. Question 4.7. Liesl Marais wrote the poem. She is the. Remember, we do not say writer. This is not a story. This is a poem. So, she is the poet. The last question. What sound device is used in line 11? What is it referring to? Line 11 says, bang, everyone's on a high, no one on a low. So the sound device that is used in this specific line is onomatopoeia. And the bang refers to the starting gun that is being fired. Grade 7s, I hope you understood the memo, but if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Good day.